you're heading there now.
Once you leave, I'll plug in mine. You want to plug here then?
What?
Fine.
Does it work? Because there's 4 of them there. I don't know which ones do or don't. Okay, good.
Mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov. First and foremost, the first mazel tov goes to Mora the Asra, Ramelli, who just ran over here. He left early. His grandson's upstairs. So, Grace and Mazel Tov, you should have Yiddish and Nachas. And Ellie's going to say a couple of words. Ladies and gentlemen, Rav Elia, also known as Elvis, he's sitting right here, raise your hand. He's collecting the money. If you have not paid, please find him. Thank you very, very much.
Mazal tov, Mazal tov. As you all know, I'm on the way to the airport. I am leaving Bezer Hashem in 20 minutes to the big Siyum Miami. But I want you to know that MDY is built on 2 parts. Boy side, I don't want to call anybody out by name and be mevayish them, so give me 2 minutes, we'll be over. You were warned. I will call you out if I catch you speaking. Rabbi Isaac. David Feinberg, yeah. Alright, so MDY is built It's a virtual shiur online. We have thousands of people that watch the shiur every day. But we have the guys that come day in, day out. And these are the guys that give the chiyus to the shiur. We know that during COVID, giving the shiur at home was a big, big drag and didn't have the same energy. Definitely didn't have the same energy. Literally, Mimini Michal and Smiley Gavriel, I have Dr. Factor, who the Olam owes a tremendous Hakar Satoiv. Not only this Siyum, every single Siyum, the ones he did in his house during COVID, the ones in the restaurant, the ones in the forest, he's always the one behind it, always the one suffering, taking the hit when the people come in and don't pay. We know where you are back there, taking the food and not paying. We chap. But somebody's going to pay the bill, and it's going to be Dr. Factor, say shkoyach. I want to give a tremendous Hakar Satoiv to Yoshi, the artist. Look at this piece of art. Look at the art that he did, special for our shiur. Lahagdum Torah, Lahadira. We believe this is going to bring Torah to the next level. It's going to give another geschmack to learning through the illustrations. It will help us remember certain sugyas. Please, Rabbis, I'm asking, please be quiet for 2 seconds. I know it's a big taiva, but I'm leaving in a few minutes. Just give me that little respect. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, I want to give a Hakar Satoiv from Margolis for coming here, for being mishtatev, shkoyach. They're usually much better, well behaved. There's one guy that gives a little tsaras, I'm not going to say who. Shtickle in the morning before the medication kicks in. He makes a lot of aras and stuff, but he's a good guy. He puts together the Siyumim every time and have a lot of Hakar Satoiv for him.
Where's Cartier?
He's not here. He only comes when he gets paid. So, Shkoyach Yossi for all the food. Shkoyach Chaim Snow for putting together the video. You're going to see an amazing video. Are we going to see it tonight? Not tonight. Yeah? Really? Wow. So you get the preview. Don't, please, I'm serious. Don't show it. Are you going to show it when I'm here? I'd love to see it. No. Let's do a scene first. Torah comes first. I want to tell you a quick nekuda that I thought about. We all know that Rabbi Yashiv, Gadol Hador, accepted by everybody. By Hasidim, by Litvaks, by Sfardim, by Misnagdim, by Ashkenazim. He passed in every single halacha. Life and death. Everything. There's one halacha that he never passed in. He couldn't pass in. You're not going to believe this. It's going to shock you. One halacha. I saw this by his son-in-law, Yisuk Zilberstein. He says that he asked in the Shiloh by Yeshivas Kamenetz. Yeshivas Kamenetz didn't have any vacation. Zero vacation. Every day, they learned Chalamayit, they learned Purim, every day. And the question was that Motzei Yom Kippur, or I think it was maybe Motzei Yom, going in after all the dancing on Simchas Torah, and they were taking down the sukkah, and the Bachram were very, very tired. And every year, they never showed up the next day to Seder. So the question was, do we make it an official off day? And I thought to myself, it's unbelievable. The question was, are we mevatel the yomi? It's not about the daf, it's about the yomi. And that he couldn't answer. On the one hand, you have yomi every single day. On the other hand, it's not happening. The Bachar are not going to show up. So why make it a day when it's not a day? But we, Baruch Hashem, here in Ramat Shemesh, every single day, come to the Beis Medrash, including when I'm not here, there's a shiur playing on video, right? I hope. And if not, Rabbi Yedidus steps in, but there's always a Yomi, a Motzei Yom Kippur, Motzei Tisha B'Av, Chalamayit, every single day. So without further ado, we're in the middle of a sugi here. We had a Geshmak Maisa with this guy that hid in the house. And basically, he's caught red-handed. Not during a Maisa, but he's caught being in a house, being Misyachet. The husband walked in. He hid behind the curtain, and behind the curtain he noticed that the husband was about to eat tachlit, cress. And he realized that there was a snake. Both him, the woman, they saw a snake going through the cress, and we know there's a problem of the venom, and he yelled out from behind the curtain. It's a big dilemma. Do I give myself up and save this guy's life? Get caught. On the other hand, I could just let it happen, let him die. So the Gemara says, from the fact that he yelled out, stop, don't eat it, it's poisonous, it's a riot that he wasn't a Rasha. He wasn't Noyev, because if he was, he wouldn't care to kill that guy. So now we're holding 2 lines from the end. Pshita. What's the Chiddush? If he saved the guy's life, obviously, he's not such a Rasha. So Mal the same Yisura. No, maybe he was over. The reason why he told the Oila, he screamed out, he told the guy, don't eat from it, because he had another cheshbon, a cheshbon of Isser, a cheshbon of Rishus. The heavy intel vei mayim gnuvim yimtachu. He wanted the guy to stay alive, so she should be ish. It's interesting. Some Sofer goes into the psychology of human being, human nature. He says that on the one hand, the Gemara says that he doesn't want him to die. On the other hand, the Gemara says, no, Kamash Malon, and not. Belechem Star Minam, Kamash Malon, no, we're not chayshish for that. Why not? So he explains that a person, he has this idea in his head. He has this fantasy. He has to get to a certain place, a certain Aveira. And he does everything he can. Once he gets to that Aveira, he says, oh, all that for this wasn't Kedai. On the other hand, he thinks to himself, oh, if this woman, if the husband dies, let me kill him off. It's better for me, let him die. And then I'll have her beheter. I'll walk around the street beheter. And that also, he says to himself, no. Once he gets to that position, he says, it wasn't worth it. This wasn't worth it. The trick is to chab, that's the trick of the Yitzhar. He's constantly trying to get us to get to a certain place. We have ideas in our head how the Isra is going to be, and so it's going to be so geschmack when you're married. At the end of the day, it's nothing. Garnished. That, Hadron Allah, Vegan Nedarim, Stikulov, Mesechtes Nedarim, Hadron Allah, Vegan Nedarim, Stikulov, Mesechtes Nedarim, Hadron Allah, Vegan Nedarim, Stikulov, Mesechtes Nedarim. And now, Reb Mendy was there every single day, since day one, basically. He'll be Mesyimim. We'll do the Hadron. By the way, this is usually a $15,000 donation. Whatever. We'll talk about it.
You'll be fine, I didn't dance. Adon aloch Mesechtes Nedarim, Adon chalon Daito chalon Mesechtes Nedarim, Daito chalon Lois Nashim loch Mesechtes Nedarim, Lois Nashim no Loi Be'al Me'odein, Loi Be'al Me'dos, Adon chalon Mesechtes Nedarim, Adon chalon Daito loch Mesechtes Nedarim, Daito chalon Lois Nashim loch Mesechtes Nedarim, Lois Nashim no Loi Be'al Me'odein, Loi Be'al Me'dos. Adon aloch Mesechtes Nedarim, Adon chalon Daito chalon Mesechtes Nedarim, Daito chalon Lois Nashim loch Mesechtes Nedarim, Lois Nashim no Loi Be'al Me'odein, Loi Be'al Me'dos. Rotzim b'fonecha Adonai Eloheinu L'Amisenu Shtei Teroslam L'Misenu L'Olam Hazeh. ותאם לסולים במבוא, חנינים במבוא, רבים במבוא, אנחנו במבוא, החיים במבוא, אבא במבוא, רפו במבוא, הורש במבוא, סורו במבוא, עד במבוא, ודור במבוא, ערב נועד עם נוי אלוהינו, יסדיב ישראל בפינו, בפי עזר מרבי ישראל, פני כולנו אנחנו, וצאצאינו, וצאצאי עמך בישראל, ונגלית ישמך, ואין יצא עושך, ואוי בריך, כמינו מצצח לכלנו מילי, אילי ביוצרים בחובך, למען לא יבש לא ילום, לא ישכר מקודרת, וברוך יסיינו, ברוך התורה, דינוי למדנו חוקך, ואומן, אמן, אמן, סלו ואל. מוידים אנחנו לפונך, עדינו אלוהינו ועמסנו, ששמת חולקנו משהו וסמדרש ושם חולקנו משהו דולס. שלנו משכימים והם משכימים, מנו משכימים דברי תורה והם משכימים דבורים בתגן. אנו המילים והם המילים. אנו המילים מקבלים מסחר ואין המונים ואין מקבלים מסחר. אנו רוצים והם רוצים. אנו רוצים לך אלו מבוא והם רוצים ורשע השלמה ואת אלוהים תרידנו ורשע הסם שדם ומרמו לא יהיה חצי ימים אני אפתח בוך. יהי רוצים לפניך אדינו אלוהי כשם שסרטני נסיים מסרס לדרם כי תעזרני להלחיל מסכת ספרים אחרים בסיימן ללמוד וללמד ישמעו לעשות איינס כל דברי זון ותצלנו תרסך לו באבו וזחוז כל התנועים והמרואים וצמידי חכומים יעמו יפלי ולזרי שליומו שעתוירו מפי ומפי זרי וזרע זרי עד אוילו וססקאי ביבי סלחך אותם חויסי בשוק לכו ותשמעו לכו והקיצוי סייסי שכך כבי יבוא יומך וניסוף ולכו ישני שחי וירחם ובימינו לשמאל לו אישה רחובית אדוני יועז דמו ייתן אדוני ולסמים השולוים זכנן ויסקדש מרבו כל מוד ומוסד נסחלת ולאך למעשה ולעסוק לך יום ולמבני קרתי ירושלים לשח לי לכל לגבי ולמקע פולחון ולחום ולעסוק פולחון משמעי לעשרי וים לחקות שבריחו ומלכוסי וקורא ויצמח בקוני וקורא משכי חי יכולים ומכוין וחי כל בייס ישראל בעגלו בזמן קוריבים ואומי שמי אבו לברך לעולם ולאומי עולמה יסברך וישתבח ויסברך ויסרומה ויסנסי ויסעדו שמנו קודשו בריחו אלא מקום רסוב שרסוד לשבור רסוב נחמסוד אמרון בולמו ואמרו אמן על ישראל ועל רבנון ועל תלמידיון ועל כל תלמידיון ועל כל מנדוס כמלוא היסוד ועשו קדיש עודין די וכל עשר ועשר יהי אלוהינו לכהן שלמה רב ברכינו וחיס דברחם לך יריך ומזן רביך ופרקון מקודמיו וענדיו שומע ואהוב אמרו אמן יהי שלמה רב אמין שמאיו וחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן יעשה שלום עם בימו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן
It is with great pleasure that I have the honor to receive Rabbi Margolis, Rav Shari Tefillah. He is
have to pay a guy named Elvis. Who's Elvis again?
Tremendous Talmid Chacham, and we're privileged to have him bless us with his presence and his Torah. Please, cover the Torah. If you could all be quiet and settle down. Thank you. Shah. If you think that doesn't mean you, it does. Be quiet. Thank you. Give the Rav the comedy you so rightfully deserve. Thank you.
It's not about the daf. It's not about the Yomi. I want to tell you what it's about, in my humble opinion. In this Gemara, we just Mesyimim Daf Pei al ma'ovda ha'aretz. I don't want to go sad. I want to go happy. But al ma'ovda ha'aretz. Why was the world destroyed? Eretz Yisrael. Shaloi Baruch Hu b'Torah Tchila, they didn't make the Torah, the Birchas HaTorah before they learned. I want to say there's a Sifri, Rav Olber learns, and he says as follows, Rabbi Yisai, that when you learn Torah, you need to be learning Lishma. What does it mean, Lishma? I don't want to turn anyone off. It means Litchaber, Lidabek to the Rabbeinu Shalom. You want to learn Torah to get closer to the Rabbeinu Shalom. If you're learning Torah for knowledge, you're learning it for the wrong reason. You want to learn Torah to get closer. Now, if I say that, that's a big, big task to learn Torah to get closer. I need a mushal. I need something to catch on to that can teach me what does it mean to do something to connect to something else. Rabbi Isai, Eli Stefansky is the dugma of connecting. Every joke that you hear from him, he's in a mirror at night looking at himself. Do you do that, Eli? Just tell me. When you prepare shiur, he's filming himself from different angles. He's rehearsing. I hate to say, he's rehearsing. He's spontaneous. He's original. He's rehearsing. He's thinking it over. He is a dugma, Rabbi Yisai. You know of what type of a connection? And you know why he's matzliach? Because he's connected to you. It's scary. He's connected to every single person in this room. He thinks like you if you're from Chicago, or if you're a guy from Miami, or you like to surf in California, or you're I don't know what Cleveland has exactly, but I'm sure there's things in Cleveland too. You know how to connect. You like snow? I don't know. You like it drab? He understands what a Ramat Beit Shemesh guy is. He knows what an Israeli American is. He certainly knows what Eliyahu Navi is like, because if you ever met his father, he is somewhat like Eliyahu Navi. Has he come lately with a talis and a... He once came on a chamor to one of your siyumim, I remember. It was double parked on Nachal Noam, yeah? But Al Kapanim, with his background, someone said Panovich. It's not about the daf, it's not about the yomi. It's about connection. And Rabbi Eli Stefansky has showed you, I can connect to you. I can understand you. I know what you're going through. I know what your tough day is like. I know what your challenges are. But we're going to make time. We're going to do this daf. And we're going to live this daf. And we're going to embellish this daf. We're going to enjoy this daf. And that's Lishma. He's learning to connect to you. And if we could see Eli as our example of that he can learn so much how to connect to us, well, I'm going to try now, a little bit in my life, how I can learn and connect to the Rabbeinu Shalom. But you need to have that dugma. And that's your dugma. You're connected, you care, you're also a person who's mechabed other people. Yeah? You know how to make a good joke, but you know how to be mechabed, you know how to be mechabed, and that's beautiful. The Gemara says one other thing, and I'd like you to say, and we could say we're talking about Eli or not. The Gemara on Daf Nun, famous Gemara, Rabbi Akiva. That Rabbi Akiva gets married, gets engaged, and what's the first thing that a good father-in-law does when his daughter gets engaged? He says, I'm disowning you. I want nothing to do with you, no support, nothing. Perfect, a shver, pshutoy. But nonetheless, Akiva and his wife, they continue. They continue. Did you get the same treatment from your shver, Rebelli? Or was it something similar, right? You disowned him. No, upon him. They don't have anything. They're having it tough. The Rabbeinu Shalom wants to send a shliach to be mechazik, Akiva and his daughter Rachel. So what does he do? The Gemara tells us, Eli, who does he send? Eliyahu Navi. The Rabbeinu Shalom is going to send Eliyahu Navi to give chizik to Akiva, that they have nothing to eat. They're living in a barn. How do you give chizik to Akiva before he's Rabbi Akiva in that barn? So he sends Eliyahu Navi. What does Eliyahu Navi do? He knocks on the door. I'm talking about you, Eli. No? Eliyahu Navi. Eli's going to his plane. Safe trip. Enjoy Miami. I'll tell you the real story about Eli after he goes. No, you don't need to hear this. It's fine. No, I'm not going to... So Eliyahu Navi comes to the door. He knocks on the door. What does Eliyahu Navi say? He says...
Good morning, Rabbi Sai.
He says...
1 second, now you're coming off the meds. Okay. So the Maisa, oh yeah, you say that was a three-pointer. The outside. The outside. So now, the factor and I were on a plane the other day, so we spent a lot of time bonding. The Maisa, I thought you were supposed to be working on that flight. But he wasn't. So the Maisa, Eliyahu Navi comes to the door, he knocks, doctor, optometrist. What does he ask? What does he do? Eliyahu Navi says, I want to give you chizik. He says, do you have some tevin for me? Do you have something for me? And Rabbi Akiva turns around to his wife and he says, you see, there's people that have less than what we have. And I thought about this. That this is Gilui Eliyahu. Everyone in this room would daven that Eliyahu should reveal himself. But when Eliyahu Hanavi revealed himself, he didn't say, I'm going to save you. You're going to be a big, tremendous Talmid Chacham. Everything's going to be great. Eliyahu Hanavi said, can you help me out? If you didn't want to see that as Eliyahu Hanavi, you'd say, I'm in the middle of davening. Why you want a shekel for me in the middle of my Shemona Esrei or Kriya Shema? You wouldn't want to look at that person. But this Gemara was telling us that the Rebbeinu Shalom is sending us messages, he's sending us chizukim in ways that, not the way you perceive that it ought to be, but the way the Rebbeinu Shalom had it in mind. So when someone else is asking you, it turns out that he has less than you, and you can understand that as a chizuk. But that takes the ability for a person to be mechaber to himself and to the Rebbeinu Shalom. Rebelli, wherever you went, you have shown us, he's on that thing, you have shown us that if you have a dream, and if you work hard, no matter what the situation is, it's shaykh to succeed. I saw him at the last Siyum Hashas sitting in the middle of the MDY section, over the future MDY section. In his head, there was smoke coming out of his ears. I'm thinking, what's my Siyum Hashas going to look like? How am I going to make this better? And he thought, and these are the tremendous fruits that has come out from what he has. So Mir Hashem, we should all be zoichet to have this continued chibur. We should also all be zoichet from this Gemara Daf Nun to see that whatever the Rebbeinu Shalom is sending us in life, our challenges, our ups, our downs, Rabbi say that's Eliyahu Hanavi, and that's the Rebbeinu Shalom saying, understand this. There's people that have less, there's people that have more, there's people in other situations. But if you could appreciate that, you'll be able to be successful and go out in one day and be Rabbi Akiva. Mazal tov to everybody here. We should all be zoicha to connect and to fulfill all our dreams as Eli has done. Mazal tov.